You have an awesome moment right now having the #1 movie in theaters simultaneously with this amazing show. I love Carol Danvers so much. She reminds me of me. She's so independent. She's reluctant to join in a team, but then you find out all these things in this movie, like she has a romantic past and all of these things. I adore her. Is there anything you would still love to see her do that she hasn't quite done yet?
Oh, goodness gracious. I think there's still so much inside of Carol. I feel like getting to be on this team cracked her open in a way that she hadn't been, and I really loved that for her. Like, I just loved her just letting the shoulders drop a little bit and not need to feel like all the responsibility was on her. So I think that there's just so much more to go. I mean, she's just a great character to continue to grow with. It's like, as I'm growing, she's growing. Well, yeah, I don't want Marvel to come for me, but like there's just something, yeah, there's definitely something to answer your question that I would want to say, but I'm not going to. So I'll just say it's here and I hear what you're saying.
Can you? I got it.
I just love that she's such a mystery box. It's like every other scene, you're just like, oh, of course she had this musical romantic past. Why wouldn't she?
Yeah, of course. And yeah, or like she wears Crocs.
Yes.
You're like, wait,
of
course
Shrek.
she would
I
wear
gotta get those Shrek Crocs.
Yeah, you need those Crocs.
Cooking is chemistry, and chemistry is life. Your ability to change everything, including yourself, starts here.
I love this show. I feel like everyone I know, including myself, is reading the book. You've been an actress since you were 7 years old. I think this is the first time, correct me if I'm wrong, that you've really been involved as the producer from start to finish on a project. What was your favorite part about juggling both hats on set, or was there anything that really surprised you about wearing both hats?
Yeah, I have done both roles before, but certainly not for a television show, which I did learn too late is very different than making a film. But I'm really glad that I didn't know the difference because I probably would have been very scared. The main difference, I think, with doing a TV show as a producer is just the pace. We have the same amount of time as making a movie that would be maybe 2 hours, but we're making 8 hours of content. So everything's moving very, very fast. And then the timeline starts to get really wild, where by the time I'm in the middle of filming, which is normally when like it gets a little easier for me as an actor because I kind of understand what I'm doing, that's when it really picks up as a producer again, because then you're editing the episodes at the same time as giving script notes at the same time as you're filming. And so you're kind of seeing all of the pieces start to lay out in your head. I found it to be challenging in a way that was absolutely thrilling. I just loved every second of it. I couldn't stop thinking about it anyway, so it was like, might as well channel it all into getting this to be the best it could be. But yeah, there were times that I was like, in bed and I had like TV and laptop and iPad and they all had different episodes on it. And I was like, well, this is maybe a bit too much. I should probably go on a vacation after this, but it was good.
Did you go on your vacation?
Yeah, I mean, I always have grand plans of a vacation, but really once the job is done, I really just want to like be at home. I don't want to do anything. You daydream about going on a vacation, then you're like, I can't imagine getting on a plane. I just want to stay home.
It's like my vacation is Postmates today. Yeah.
Exactly.
What you're seeing is combustion. The effect is dramatic, but the science is simple.
Best served
With cake.
The culinary stuff is awesome because I love to cook and there's so many things that I didn't even think of as chemistry. Like, when you're like making a roux and you're making mac and cheese and stuff like that. How would you rate your cooking skills before and after this show?
Oh, I'm very comfortable in the kitchen. I'm very confident and comfortable in the kitchen. I've been cooking like my whole life. It's also a big part of my family's life. So that was fine. I will say that my friends and family never wanted me to stop prepping lessons in chemistry because I was cooking all the time, really elaborate things. I was really stretching, doing things that I hadn't done before. And so friends and family would be coming over every day and they were like, please I never want this job to end because I want more fried chicken. So I guess I got better because I was cooking more, but I still was like pretty competent before that.
This is revolting.
Okay, let's take a 5.
The series takes place in the 50s, but it does have so much relevance when you're watching it and you're watching Elizabeth's story. I'm curious if you felt any similarities between her story and then yours navigating your profession in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, of course. I mean, naturally there are similarities because I do think that ultimately Elizabeth's journey is just a very human story. And so there's lots of ways to relate to it. It doesn't even have to be as specific as what you've seen in the show. It's just we all deal with our struggles and overcome them and unexpected things and ways that we've been wronged. It's just the way that life goes. And sometimes it takes a while for us to understand why it went the way that it did. So I found it very easy to relate to her and to want to get to know her more. Yeah, it was just a pleasure.